Hello, hello! Happy Homebrew Wednesday from the Canadian Sasquatch here. Guess we'll start things off right with my homebrew. I've got my Honey the Porter, and I'll be opening it up with my Brew Tubers bottle opener here. Got some nice smoke coming off here because everybody likes the smoke. It's going into my I'm British Tonight You Twat glass. It's a proper pint, so I don't ever have to worry too much about over pouring a bottle. It's got some nice carbonation going. Nice one finger head on there. Smells hints of malts and honey. It's a honey porter. Has 3 pounds of honey in it to go along with all the various malts and hops. Cheers. It's very tasty. Malty honey, some roasted notes. Very, very, very tasty. I don't like it quite as much as I like my red-headed Yeti, but it'll do. So, updates, I'm gonna show you my gear, and I'll probably do that right about now. Poof! So here's the meads that I've got going. We have cherry vanilla, a peach that was too much for my 3-gallon carboy, so it got dumped into this one, which actually still had sugar in it, so that one could be very sweet or very dry, or I have no idea. And then back here is a Sizer, it's an apple cider mead. And then I got a couple of grapefruit ones, a couple of traditional ones that you can't really see in the dark. And then down below here, we've got a blood orange and the other peach. And then of course the various other bottles that we have full of beers to be drunk, and then my various other equipments that I have for brewing. My big pot there, and my very cloudy star sand, which I believe is still good. Still very acidic, just cloudy because it reacted with the stuff that was in there, and my flask, and some more beer that I just picked up today. And even more beers. These are ones from the trip that we took in June, and then this is my beer cellar. A variety of stuff that goes way into the back there that you can't really see. What happened was our beer fridge died, so I needed someplace to store them that wasn't in the garage where it can get up to 120 degrees, so here they are. And then a bunch of my home brews that I'm going to be cellaring just to see how long they go. And then here's my beautiful bride's collection of stuff that she wants. Her favorite being right there front and center, the Allagash Black. Here's the fridge that died on me. I believe it's just the compressor that went out on it. It's a great fridge, just was having trouble keeping up with the Texas heat. This is my garage. Here's the mash tun that I'm working on. Got a couple more things I wanted to do to it. I want to create another piece that goes in the middle here to help get the drain it out of the middle a bit better. So we will. I need to find a couple more pieces for that to happen. And here's my bottle storage, all my empty bottles and the bottling tree and the heating pad that I use for my fermentation chamber, and the labels from my current beers that I got going on. I got the Honey Porter right here. And I got the Red-Headed Yeti. And then the fermentation chamber, which is just a simple deep freeze. Currently it's being used to keep my last 2 batches cold. so I don't have to worry about putting them in the house in the fridge. And yeah, there's the thermometer probe, and it's connected down to the temperature controller here that I built up as well using the STC 1000. Got the hot and the cold. Since I'm just chilling it right now, I don't have the heating pad plugged into it. And that did replace this guy here, which is great for keeping things cold or hot, but not both. And when you have temperature fluxes like you can in Texas, where it's way too hot or way too cold all in one day, you kind of need something a little bit more robust like that guy right there. So that was all my gear that I have in various bottles and such. Going on this week is I've got to back sweeten my apple cider that I'm got going, and so I can free up the carboy because I've got experiment that I'm going to be doing. It's going to be a smash. Doing 3 1-gallon batches of just single malt, single hop. It's going to be Maris Otter and Cascades. Just see what they're like when I try it with bottled water, and then tap water, and then tap water that's been treated with potassium metabisulfate to deal with the chloramine that's in it. See if there's any flavor issues between the 3 of them, and see if I can't just move on to using the tap water with potassium metabisulfate to make things a little cheaper as I start brewing more stuff, because the water really doesn't taste too bad. I just don't want it to affect the brew because of the chloramines in it. So that's hoping to do that this weekend. So I gotta free up a couple 1-gallon carboys so I have something to ferment them all in. I'll be using US 04 since I'm going with the English malts. Figured I'd use an English ale yeast to go with it. And most of the brews that I do are English based, so. Then aside from that, there's not too much else going on. Just doing that and enjoying a lot of beverages. I like to call it research. And that's pretty much all I got for this week. So happy Homebrew Wednesday, and cheers.